Hello and welcome to this week's Emerge 5. It is currently Mental Health Awareness Week, and in today's episode, we will be focusing on emerging mental health tech solutions. For me to say that the past year and a half has been stressful might probably be the biggest understatement. With COVID, home working, family stress, new adjustments to living, uncertainty about the future, and really having our whole way of life turned upside down, there has been a massive detrimental impact on people's well-being and mental health. Feels like at the moment we are never truly switched off, but it's important to understand the benefits that technology can bring to help us and not hinder us. So, let's get started with the top 5 emerging mental health tech solutions. At number 5, video games. Video games are on the cusp of revolutionizing the mental health space, targeting a space that young people and young professionals can feel safe in to understand their problems. Let's take a famous example of a New Zealand created game called Sparks. It's a fantasy game that delivers cognitive behavioral therapy packaged in a fun and appealing way. The acronym stands for Smart, Positive, Active, Realistic, and X-Factor Thoughts. Strategies designed to fight depression. Sparks is shown to be more effective in treating teen depression than one-to-one counseling. About 44% of Sparks players recovered compared with 26% with counseling. We are seeing an emergence of accessible game titles such as A Night in the Woods, Florence, Gris, Hellblade, and the list goes on of these great games that can help. Number 4, AI and ML. AI can't replace human therapists, but it can support them. It can serve as a lifeline and an early warning system, being available for support 24/7 and can be utilized anywhere for people who don't have access to the right resources. Another example, there's no blood test to see if you have a mental health condition, but an ML algorithm could be the equivalent with a research-based objective test that makes the need to seek treatment and evidence-based data and medical best practices. There's a US company called Clarigent Health, and they developed a platform based on AI and ML to detect mental health conditions early on. The platform acts as a clinical decision support tool, providing medical staff with insights into suicide ideation and other mental health issues. At number 3, we have mood tracking services. New technologies have been a complete blessing for millions of people worldwide, especially for those who suffer from mood swings or depression, because now they have access to some therapeutic apps that help them track their moods faster and more easily. Sometimes it's not as simple as just, booking a therapy session and getting your problem sorted. Not everyone works the same, and with mood tracking services, they are always available to engage with at the drop of a hat. So let's take MoodPath for example. They're a German startup, and the app asks questions every day to evaluate a person's well-being and screen them for symptoms of depression. And then the app periodically generates an electronic document with monitoring results that can be used for consultation with a healthcare professional. At number 2, workplace well-being tools. Employers and organizations need to start stepping up when it comes to the mental health discussion, and luckily many are. But those of you who aren't, you really can't bury your head in the sand anymore. Organizations have a responsibility to look after you, and with so many great tools like Calm, Spill, and Perkbox at its disposal, they're really on for an easy win. Also, there's great dedicated platforms such as Unmind that's underpinned by clinical psychology and powered by technology. The platform helps employees proactively measure, understand, and nurture their own mental health across 7 core areas of well-being. These being fulfillment, coping, calmness, happiness, connection, health, and sleep. At number 1, we have Wearable Technology. And yes, wearables have been around for a number of years now, but that's to track our physical well-being by tracking our workouts, heart rate, and step counter. But what about wearables that keep our mental state in check? I've got 3 great examples here of how these can work. So I want to start off by talking about Sentio Solutions option. It's called Feel, and it's an emotion sensing wristband together with an app that provides real-time monitoring and personalized interventions for individuals with anxiety or depression. Sentio Solution for augmented mental health uses a combination of evidence-based behavioral techniques and the company's proprietary emotion recognition technology. Now, our second example is Moodbeam, which again is worn on the wrist, but rather than passively tracking physical health indicators, users of the Moodbeam device are encouraged to press one of 2 buttons, yellow for OK and blue for not OK, linking to a smartphone application. Moodbeam gives an overview of what they call mood moments, which aim to help users spot trends and patterns in their mental health over time. Now, our final example, we have Flow Neuroscience. This is a Sweden-based medtech company, and it's offering a new medication-free at-home treatment for depression with a brain stimulation headset paired with an AI-powered app therapy program. So as you can see, the options are endless when it comes to wearables, and I feel like we're just starting to see this space expand from the mental health perspective. So there we have it. Tech can be beneficial in our fight to understand and treat mental health afflictions of all types. Remember, mental health doesn't just stop after this awareness week. More now than ever, please check in with your family, your friends, and your co-workers. Yes, technology is going to be a great help, but we can also still help each other. The theme of this year's Awareness Week is nature, to get outside, get a little bit of headspace. So thank you for watching this episode, and please look into the solutions that I provided here. But when this video finishes, I want you to put down your device, pop outside for a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, just to disconnect and enjoy that fresh air and little moments of greenery. Bye for now. We'll see you next week.